I want to applaud everybody who's standing here right now. We live in a world where we're taught as we grow up that the thing that we're supposed to do is work 40 to 80 hours a week so that we can have a place to live, and that it's such an event, a celebration when you get your first mortgage. You know, you get your house, you bought a house, and now you have to work, you know, your whole life just to support yourself so that you can have this place to live. And that's success in the United States and all over the world under this system, right? But the truth is that housing should be a right. Yeah. Housing should be a right. But we're conditioned from the time that we're in kindergarten to say that housing is not a right, that it is something that is only given to you after you slave your life away. Now, the truth is that happens because we're not looked upon as people, as human beings under this system. In this system, we're looked at as tools for profit, as disposable tools for profit. So, as long as we're creating profit, we have a place to live. Once that profit margin gets low on what we're producing, we're out on the street. And matter of fact, we're taught to look down on folks that are homeless as people who haven't handled their business, right? As people that somehow are on the margins of society. But the real deal is that there's way more homeless people than are registered out there. A lot of people are sleeping on cousins' couches. You know, a lot of people have no place to live. They're in the garage, their parents, all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot more people that can't afford even their own spot to live in. And the city leaders, business leaders will all give you plans to get you hopeful. There'll be economic development plans, right? And they talk about getting more jobs. We're going to bring more jobs to the city. We're going to support local businesses. None of these plans, mind you, have anything good for the people that live in that city right there, right? Because when they're talking about bringing jobs in, they're not talking about bringing jobs in. They're talking about bringing the people that are already productive at a high profit margin into your city and moving you out. Yep. So whenever they talk about, you know, one move being good for business, they mean something that's not good for you. And this is one thing that needs to get across. The good thing about this movement is that all around the world and all around the country, people understand the realities. You know, the thing that has been said over and over, which is it's the 99% against the 1%, I think most people in the world agree with that. The question is what can we do about it, right? That's the big question in everyone's mind. Everyone is in agreement that this is an unfair situation and that people should not be kicked out of their homes and that there should not be homeless people while there are empty houses. People agree on that. But what we're here to do is to show people how it can be different, right? And so these families standing up to eviction are one part of that story to tell people how they can change it. And it's not only these families though, because if it were just them by themselves, then, you know, the police would just stomp all over them and it'd be over with in a second. It's about the community. It's about everyone that's here, that's supporting them and defending them and physically defending them, that gets across the point of how we fight this system and how we create some space so that people have places to live. So we need hundreds of people supporting these folks who are taking a personal stand and defending their homes, but we need to defend their homes as if they're our homes, because they are. Because what's happening to them is happening all over the world and all over the country. And what we want to happen all over the country is this movement that's happening right now. Because that is the thing that will stop it. That's the thing that the powers that be, that the city, that the banks are scared of. They're scared of people figuring out Okay, they know that everyone knows it's a fucked up situation. What they're scared of is people figuring out how to fight it. And you guys are leading the way, and I salute you, and we need, no empty homes. Thank you for doing that.
Thanks to everybody who came out and who spoke today. What we want is for people to have homes, right? We want people to be able to stay in their homes. We want the city of Portland to issue a moratorium on evictions. Yeah. But the good news is that even if they don't do that, we will still be out there fighting every single day because we know that it's the community who keeps people in their homes, right?
Yes. Yeah.